The reason a lot of successful men stay low key is because you have to protect your energy. This is why a lot of men move in silence. See, you don't have to telegraph all your moves, all your plans, all your strategies, your wins and your losses to everybody. You don't have to do it because when you start to do it, it's going to open the door for negativity from outside forces, friends, family, coworkers, your homies, whoever. So this is why a lot of people, especially men, the reason why they level up, and it seems like I didn't even know the guy was doing that. I didn't even know he was into that. Is because he knew that there are going to be people out here who are going to sabotage you, and there are going to be people going to try to talk you out of your greatness. If you start a business and you've always had a job, people in your family be like, "Why you start a business? That's too risky. Businesses fail." Yeah, of course they do. Life is about learning from failures. So you're not going to get rich if you start a business in 1 year. 99% of the people won't. But if you keep getting better year after year and keep learning and you keep going at it and stay focused and locked in, your business will pick up and you can get better. And after 5 years, 10 years, you're like, "Oh man, I knew he was going to be a success story." Like, no, you didn't. You were trying to talk me out of it in stage one. Now I'm at stage 25 and now you want to jump on board. So this is why a lot of people stay low key, why a lot of successful men stay low key, because there's also going to be this unnecessary competition. I call it secret competition. It's when you start to flash your progress, you're going to get jealousy. It's going to happen. This is why you see people who like go out to nightclubs and bars or even on the scene, they flash a lot of jewelry and stuff like that. That's cool for certain aspects of your life. But if you do that enough times, you're going to end up having people who are going to want to rob you, set you up, make false accusations against you. They're going to be looking at you as a come up for a lawsuit or some shit pops off. And so when you flash your progress and you keep leveling up, your competition is going to be just waiting for you to slip up and be waiting for you to fall, and they're going to come around and try to get a come up. So be careful about flashing your progress on this self-development journey. All right, guys. Next thing, a lot of successful men do not need validation. And I'm going to tell you like this: whatever you got going on, whatever your vision, whatever your dream, whatever your hustle, whatever your occupation is, career, you cannot have this validation chasing thing. You just have to do what you got to do, regardless of the people support you, regardless if they believe in you, regardless if they're rocking with you. If you're making content, you shouldn't be trying to beg your cousins and your brothers and sisters and your friends to all support me and buy all my stuff. Nah, bro, there's a billion people out in the world. You need to be trying to get those people to rock with you and buy your products. Your friends and your family are always going to be there. You need to be trying to level up the best that you can and prove to the world that you are successful and you are valuable. That's how men prove their value. We have to prove it to the marketplace. Your friends and family, you can have some trash business or some trash products, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is great, man." They're just telling that to you to, because they don't want to be honest with you. So don't chase validation. Like, chase the results. Results over recognition. That's going to keep you on the path. If you keep following for, I need X amount of followers, I need X amount of dollars, I need to be rich by a certain amount of time or year two, and you're chasing that validation, a lot of times you're going to fall or quit before you even get there. All right. So results speak louder than your words. I hear a lot of people talking about, "I'm going to become the first millionaire. I'm going to become famous. I'm going to get to the league. I'm going to be this rapper. I'm going to be this artist. I'm going to be this actor." And they talk. While somebody else is just being quiet. They're putting in the work. They're learning the game. They're learning the grind. And then 3-4 years later, they're doing exactly what that person was talking about. They're doing it. And they're confused. How did this person do this? Because they weren't talking. They were putting in the work. They were putting in the time. And they were making things happen. And they weren't telegraphing all their moves. So this is how people get lapped in life. That person you thought was broke and dusty, he's been stacking up, making money, and then 3 years later, he got a fly car and a fly spot, and you like, how that happened? Well, it happened because you were talking all the shit, and he was making shit happen. That's the difference, all right? So results speak louder than words, guys. Last thing, this is one of the most important things about successful men staying low key. You're going to have to filter your circle, right? Because a lot of people are going to come around when you start winning. It's like, I'll use sports analogy, right? It's like you take a team who's been terrible for years, and then they get a new coach or they get a high draft pick and they start balling and winning. Now everybody in the city's a fan. Everybody's wearing the jerseys. Everybody's coming to the games. Everybody's supporting. Man, that was day one. It's like, man, y'all wasn't even checking for this team when they had a 6-year drought of making to the playoffs. Y'all thought they were trash and it was terrible, or 10 years or whatever it could be. And so now everybody jumps on the bandwagon. When you become successful, it's the same thing that happens in life. When you become successful, the people in your life will hop on board and be like, man, I thought that plan was great. It was fantastic, man. I knew you could do it. And the truth of the matter is, you have to avoid those people, because when times get rough, they'll dip and they'll slide off someplace else. As soon as the money goes away, the clout goes away, the fame goes away, they're going to dip and go back to whatever they're doing, or they're going to hop on another team's bandwagon. So filter your circle, bro. Stay with the people who were down with you in the early stages. Your family, your spouse, your girlfriend, or whoever, your homie, the people who really invested in you, the people who always was speaking positivity to you. Those are people you need to keep around. Everybody else, they just gonna come around for the benefits. So stay low key, level up, and believe in yourself. All right, man. This is a journey that you got to go on. This is the journey of life to become successful, to be the best man you can be for your family, for your friends, for your community. Go out there and do it. Make it happen, bro. All right. That's the message for today. It's your guy Outrain. Stay creative. Stay dangerous. Peace. I'm up out of here.